It was a very sad evening in many ways, and it was also an evening where a lot of people got together. It was I saw some Democrats as we were leaving, and they were generally hostile, and last night they were waving to me, and politicians, congressmen, senators, they were waving and saying, great going, and hello. So there was something very nice. I tell you, it was, I mentioned it last night in my little discussion. I think it came together. The place was just coming together. It was very nice to see, actually. And the guy is a sick guy. When you read his manifesto, he hates Christians. That's one thing for sure. He hates Christians, a hatred. And I think his sister or his brother actually was complaining about it. You know, they were even complaining to law enforcement. So he was a very troubled guy. As you know, we're building a big, beautiful, very, very secure ballroom in every way with massive bulletproof glass that's almost 4 inches thick. It's pretty amazing stuff.
When do you think
all
that'll
of the
be
different
ready?
elements that you need, like drone proof, you need drone proofing, you need everything. But we also need a location, and the location's on the White House grounds, which is the most secure ground probably in the world, including the fencing, including everything else. The president doesn't have to leave the premises. It's really very secure. And this is mostly for future presidents. And we're actually ahead of schedule, and we're right on budget and ahead of schedule. It was always scheduled to open in 28, and probably I would have 5 or 6 months of use. But other people will have many years, hopefully hundreds of years of use. But it's going to be a magnificent building. But it was also designed in conjunction with the military and in conjunction with Secret Service. It's got every single bell and whistle you can possibly have for security and safety. And we'll have that done very much on time, even ahead of schedule. It's ahead of schedule now. And it's really what you need. I mean, you can't have 1,000 rooms or whatever it is, a very big hotel on top of the ballroom. And people come down in the elevator, and they're right next to the ballroom. And nobody's blaming them. They're good people. They're very good people. I know the people well. I've been in that room many times. But, it's had difficulty in the past. And the new one is set not to have that kind of thing. All of the traps are knocked out. Mm-hmm. And this was designed at the highest level by the top military and Secret Service people. It's really it's a joint venture, really. And, presidents have wanted it for 150 years just because they wanted a big space. But military and Secret Service have wanted it for many years. And I'm getting it built. And the one good thing is that now everybody knows how badly needed it is. We had a great group of people there last night. We had both inside in terms of the people, the audience, and also because they were all, they were strong, relatively speaking, compared to what the potential threat was. And the Secret Service and all law enforcement I thought they were outstanding. You can always, they can nitpick and everything else, but they were outstanding. They stopped them cold. And there was no games being played, that I can tell you. And you just look at them, these were strong, solid people who've got to get paid. This is a group that is not being paid. If you think about it, the Democrats are holding up their pay, and I think maybe they'll loosen up a little bit now because I thought great talent was displayed last night. Bravery, but talent. If they want to talk, they can come to us or they can call us. There is a telephone. We have nice secure lines, although I'm not sure any telephone line is secure, frankly. But we have secure lines, and if they want, we can talk. But we're not sending people to travel 18 hours to meet where you literally think of this. We had a meeting for Tuesday, and it was on Saturday that I was saying, when are we meeting? Tuesday, because it's so far. So great respect for Pakistan, but I will, because they've been terrific. They've really tried, and they'll stay involved. But we're going to do it by telephone. So if they want, they can call us. But again, they know what has to be in the agreement. Very simple. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. Otherwise, there's no reason to meet. Well, they sort of said to me, you have a dangerous job. I've known that. I didn't know it was quite as dangerous when I ran very innocently for president, but I'm very happy with the job we've done. And, consequential, really, if you're a consequential president, you're in much more danger than if you're not a consequential president. Most presidents are not very consequential. They don't do the job that they're supposed to be doing.